Hi guys, this is Mitch King with the Thursday night, October 15th, 2009 Daily Stock Report. Higher high for the Dow and all three indices that we follow. This is real steady eddy, and this is a very sustainable type of trend that we're going. So again, like you've been hearing me say many times, the buy on the dip strategy continues to work. All eyes, though, are now focused on earnings, because that seems to be controlling the attention span of the market, which I've always said is like about a 12-year-old girl and changes her mind all the time. But for now, the market has ignored the economic news that was quite good today, which was the jobless claims are lower. Last week there was no earnings to speak of yet, so the market followed the economic indicators, which if they were good, the market would go up. If they were bad, there'd be a slight pullback, and then there's some buying. So a lot of buyers on the sidelines still buying any type of bad news. The market was opened down with Goldman Sachs, and Goldman Sachs ended down 1.9%, but the index has climbed its way back up through the rest of the day. And let's take a look at that on intraday chart. Here you can see it opened down on Goldman Sachs. I meant to look at the Dow here, where it opened down a little bit and then just climbed up into positive territory the rest of the day. A real healthy sign for a bull run continuing. Market was up only 47 points on the Dow, so very sustainable, and be really interesting to see this next week's earnings and see how the market reacts. Here's Google after today's regular market hours. It was down 1% or 540 per share. So it closed at around 529.90, and it was up about 19 points after the market. And that doesn't show up on this chart because this is the end of the day daily chart. We could take a look at the daily chart on the real-time chart with E-Trade. In fact, you can see right in here, this is the daily chart, and you can see right here is that last day. So this is a little more accurate than the Warden Brothers as far as the updated daily chart, because this includes the aftermarket hours data on this real-time E-Trade chart. Here's MasterCard just on a tear run, really strong uptrend here, up another 6 points on MasterCard or 2.7%. Really on a hot run here. Now here's ABX. It's a gold stock, Barrick Gold, really doing kind of poorly for the gold stocks because gold is close to its all-time high, and here this thing's heading down today 2.6%. So I'd consider reducing this stock here. Here's FCX, Freeport-McMoRan, still on a nice uptrend. Let's take a look at a couple home builders. Here's Toll, having a gradual uptrend. Here's DR Horton, which we're not long. We sold this on Monday for about 7.5% profit. Obviously was a bad sell, but a lot of the home builders were acting poorly for a couple days. And here's PHM, a stock that is on the stock list for a long position. Here's JP Morgan still heading up. Let's take a look at Wells Fargo. Real strong uptrend. Here's CMI, a new long position just a few days ago. And we're still let's take a look at a low price stock. NVAX is starting to gradually move up. Has a lot of profit potential for this idea. Here's NUVA. Nice move up the last 3 days, and suggest to keep your trailing stop loss set on this. Don't see a lot of high profit potential. I'm having a hard time seeing it going above this mid $44 number. And if it does, it would be really a great opportunity to hold on to that. But I think we just watch this and see how it goes. Here's another new long intermediate trade idea. CXO, oil and gas drilling. Of course, oil's up to $77 now, so this is a real healthy looking chart on a long position. And we got to talk about OPTT. Really had a big rebound today. This is the one that I talked to you about last night on the aggressive investors as a bull short. Really had a big one-day wonder yesterday, and today hardly went down at all and just zoomed up. Let's take a look at the intraday chart on this. Pretty much opened down a little bit and just headed up all day. So I think looking back on a daily chart, let's pull up a daily chart with this one, with E-Trade. I think it's an excellent idea right now. Could it break through that high that was set 2 days ago? It very well could. But the usual way to handle these bull shorts is you gradually short them, and the conservative way is to let them peak out, head down, and try to short them on the bounce. But oftentimes there's no shares when you wait that long. If you have a brokerage firm where you can be long and short the same stock in the same account, that's an excellent opportunity to profit from that. To be boxed that short, and then when you think you see the top in a signal on one of these charts, then you sell the long and then you're instantly short. So really good strategy to use. And you just have to handle the volatility on these. That's why it's so important to have a very small position when you first open these bull shorts. And just build up to a small position overall as your, maximum dollar amount that you're going to put into that. Here's BCRX, BioCris, looking really good. I like this kind of chart where it's really gradual and it's already come down from a high, you can see, of well over $13 right in there. And here we came to under 8, so it's really looking good. And it's in a biotech industry which has been really strong this last month or so. So hang on to this long position. Here's another new long position, Sienna Telecom Industry. Looking good so far. And as usual, keep a trailing stop on that. So you guys know the routine. Put the odds in your favor. Don't get leveraged. We'll talk to you this weekend on Sunday.